Deloads are essential to grow bigger and stronger, but a lot of people neglect deloads. What's up guys, it's your host with the most, Lord Trunks, back at it again with his fitness daily videos. Today we're going to be discussing on why deloads are so important and why you should implement them. Alright guys, so what is a deload? A deload is basically when you're doing less volume or less intensity in a given week so you can recover stronger than ever. So the reason on why you should deload guys is pretty much this. You cannot get away lifting heavy every week without taking a break off lifting heavy. Just think about it guys. If 24/7, 365 out of the whole year you're lifting heavy and there's not one single week or day dedicated to lower down the volume or lower down the intensity, then you're really not going to optimize your gains because your body needs to rest. You need to let your nervous system recover because those heavy lifts throughout those weeks are really going to put a toll on your body, and therefore you're really not gonna make gains no more. So how do deloads work? So taking a deload really depends on how many years you have been training. If you're barely a beginner, deloads aren't even essential. You shouldn't even be thinking about deloads because you're not even at that high level of strength yet. So deloads are really gonna be detrimental for you beginners. If you're intermediate or advanced, deloads are essential. You have to take deloads guys. The recommendation of deloads is every 3 to 7 weeks. It really depends on how hard you hit it each week and what is your work capacity. A lot of variables come into this, but in reality it's really just preference and listening to your body. If you already know how many sets you hit per week, then you go based on these percentages. So in a deload you want your overload volume to be around 60 to 70%. For overload intensity, you could keep it the same around 80 up to 90%. It's all about lowering the volume guys. You could still lift heavy, but you just have to lower the amount of reps and sets you do in a given week. That's about it, to be honest. It's not really that complicated. So an example of a deload is, say you're doing normal hypertrophy. In your normal hypertrophy workouts, you usually do 5 sets of 8 at 70%. So if you're taking a deload and you're doing 5x8s at 70%, you want to lower that number down to 5x5s or 3x8s at 60%. So basically what this is doing is cutting the volume in half. It's pretty basic guys. You just have to lower down the volume and keep the intensity rather the same. Now common mistakes people usually do in a deload is chronically going heavy. And like I mentioned in the beginning guys, if you're always going heavy throughout the months, throughout the weeks, throughout the days, there's no way your nervous system can recover and be able to lift more heavy weight. Number 2 common mistake for deloads is not taking a deload. This goes back to for you guys who avoid deloads and don't like deloads because deloads are boring. But let me tell you this guys, deloads are essential. You have to do it no matter what. I don't care who you are, you have to do it. And finally guys, the number 3 common mistake for deloads is taking a deload too frequently. If you don't even put hard work in the gym already, you definitely don't need a deload, man. For you guys who are cheaters and just chill at the gym and talk to your friends without, being focused on your sets and reps, you don't need a deload because you don't deserve it and you haven't been lifting intense enough. So for you guys who've been taking deloads too frequently, stop it, because most of the time you didn't earn it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next fitness video. Lord Trunks, out. Boom.
Hey, get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon. I fucked your thought, she gave me top, I guess that's my confession.